Welcome back to Olson's Speed Shop. In this episode, we're working on the 55 again. We have a chance, some time to clean out the trunk. If you haven't seen the first episode, go watch it. It'll show you the trunk in the exact same way when we opened it up for the very first time, because we didn't have keys for it. Now we've had time to clean it out, to go through some of the junk in it. There was a lot of junk. And found something really cool I kind of wanted to get on video, so I thought we'd do a quick episode of it. So let me take you closer to that. The wind's a little crappy right now. It's a little bit windy, so hopefully the mic works. So if you go here, let me show you just a little bit of the gems that I found. Of course, we have this, the infamous metal box. Again, go back to the first episode if you want to see what's inside this. Got an old Rubbermaid. It says Rubbermaid right on it. I don't know if this was, you put it down in the trunk on the wheel well side or what, but it matches the car. It's actually still fairly supple. I guess that's the word, supple. I'll clean that up. We're going to keep that. The guy liked rocks. I pulled out a few rocks when it was up in Logan, and they're kind of cool rocks. Got some of these cool reflectors. If you guys don't know what that is, people would put them on their license plates. Right here there was two of them, but the reflectors are missing. So we got two brand new ones to replace that. The ones in the front are still in there. Got I think back in the day about every service station would give you a little scraper. My wife's been looking for a scraper for a long time, so we'll give her this one. It's kind of cool actually, because it says Yates Cool and Service Stations, Logan, Utah. All the service stations would just give you these. Got that. Got an old axe. It's actually not bad. It's a little bit rusty, but it'll clean up. Can't beat old tools. Old bottle. Of course, we got the rod packet, but here's where we want to look. Let's do a quick thing here. This guy was a fan of STP. We got STP gas treatment, STP oil, and I also found some brake fluid. So I mean, he must have had brake problems. He's got no brakes now. He must have been a Petty fan. Petty sold him on the STP. So come around here. Now with it being windy, I'm trying not to mess this up too much, but I was pulled under the thing. You can see the rust holes now. Quite bad. But I pulled up the mat for the trunk. We got this old paper, and you can see how it's just disintegrating. But I got looking at it, and this is the paper. I imagine it's the day after President Kennedy got assassinated. It says Kennedy slain. Talks about Texas governor also struck by slug from assassin. Not sure what paper it was. Something extra. Maybe that just said extra. But way cool. I wish I could save this. I don't think I can get this out without it just disintegrating like this. So I thought I'd get it on video, the next best thing. Kind of cool little history of the vehicle. I don't know why it's in there under the floor mat. Maybe he wanted to save that actual day, or maybe he wanted to fill a hole in it. I doubt in the 60s when Kennedy was assassinated that there was holes in this. But I'm going to just leave that there for now until I decide what to do. So you can see the trunk now. Still got the original jack. Heavily corroded. That's the base of it. And I don't think we're going to save that. But this is where the jack sticker was. That's kind of cool. Of course, the spare tire holes. That's a common place for these to rust. It's rusted, of course. But if you look up in here, this is all fairly solid on both sides. So they sell trunk floors. They're a bit pricey. but this is probably going to be worth replacing this whole floor with a patch panel, and that's what we're going to do. So I was cleaning this out. What we're going to do now is I'm going to actually flip this around on the trailer, run it up backwards. I'm going to run it to the car wash. I'm going to spray it pretty good. We had some terrible snow. So we're in Utah, and the West Desert, Salt Flats, is just to the west of us. And I guess there were some bad winds that hit up, and just brought all the dust and the salt and everything in the air, and then it got into the clouds, and then it snowed here. Now I've washed my truck, but if you look at my wife's car, that was from one drive out in it. Now look at this poor thing. So this thing was not bad, but it really looks like it's been sitting now. So before I pull it in the garage, I'm gonna go hose it down at the car wash. I also want to clean out the engine bay, degrease it, and blast that before I start tearing into that. So just wanted to give you a little history on the back of the trunk again. It's an interesting car. It's only going to get more interesting. So until next time, we'll see you later.